So let me revise the theorems which you have learned in the previous two classes. Theorem 1. What does it say? If two lines intersect each other, then the vertically opposite angles are equal. So if you consider one example which is given in that slide, yes, AB and CD are two lines which are intersecting each other, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So the intersection point, the intersection point is O. So when two lines are intersecting each other, yes, so we can consider an alphabet X, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
four angles are formed. So the angles which are opposite. So the angles which are opposite are called as vertically opposite angles. Therefore, in this example, we can say that here two pairs of opposite angles are there. The first pair is angle AOC, and the other pair is, which is vertically opposite to it, is angle BOD. Similarly, we have one more pair of vertically opposite angles. That is angle AOD, which is equals to angle BOC. So from this theorem, we have learned that when two lines intersect each other, vertically opposite angles are equal. Clear, children? Let us go to the second theorem. Theorem 2. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So here also in this example, this theorem says that a transversal intersecting two lines. In this example, PS acts as transversal and AB and CD are two parallel lines. A transversal PS is intersecting these two parallel lines. So what is the result? It says that alternate interior angles are equal. Children, can you find orange color angles? Orange color marked angles? These two are alternate interior angles. In this case also we'll get two pairs of alternate interior angles. So in this case, angle AQR is equals to angle BRD. Similarly, one more pair of alternate interior angles are angle BQR and angle CRQ. Children, please unmute and tell me whether it is clear or not.
It is clear, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Let me.
ma'am, can you do it again?
Okay. Okay. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So in this example, the given example, PS acts as a transversal and AB, CD acts as parallel lines. Okay. Then what will be the resultant, children, here? The alternate interior angles are equal. You know what are alternate interior angles? It is the angles which are on either side of the transversal and interior inside the parallel lines. So here pair of alternate interior angles are equal. So one pair is angle Q at angle Q, that is AQR, is equals to one more at R, that is PRD. So I'll number it as 1 and 1. Now one pair, this is equal. Similarly, the other pair, 2 and 2. Now it is clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me continue with the third theorem.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Theorem 3. If the transversal intersects two lines such that the pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. So, children, please unmute and tell me, what is the difference between theorem 2 and theorem 3? Anyone?
Theorem 2, we know that the lines are parallel, but in theorem 3, we need to find out whether we need to prove that the lines are parallel.
Yes. In theorem 2, we need to prove that the resultant is alternate interior angles are equal. When lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are equal. But in theorem 3, it is converse, means it is reverse to the theorem 2. That is, in this case, alternate interior angles are equal. So it says that when alternate interior angles are equal, the lines are parallel. So in this example, PS acts as a transversal. And it is mentioned that these two alternate angles are equal. I'll number it as 1 and 1. Okay. So when a transversal cuts intersects two lines and the alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines, what are the lines here? AB and CD are said to be parallel. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Next.
could you repeat it once again?
Pardon?
Could you repeat it once again?
Okay. It is said that when a transversal intersects two lines, and alternate interior angles are equal. Here I marked alternate interior angles as 1 and 1. It is said that these two angles are equal. So when a transversal intersects two lines and alternate interior angles are equal, then the lines are said to be parallel. In this case, AB is parallel to CD.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Fourth theorem. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of transversal is supplementary. So, children, do you remember what is the name given for the interior angles on the same side of the transversal? What is one more name?
Corresponding angles.
No, dear. Anyone else? Children, unmute and please give me the answer.
Co-interior
Co-interior
angles.
angles. Co-interior angles.
Very good. Yes, it is co-interior angles. Now mute, children. Mute your device. Okay. Yes. One more name given for this is co-interior angles. So when a transversal intersects two parallel lines, the pair of angles, interior angles on the same side, if you observe these two angles which are on the same side and it is inside the parallel lines, between these two parallel lines, these two are called as co-interior angles. In this way we get two pairs of co-interior angles. One more pair is red colored angles. Got it, children? So first, by third theorem, second theorem we have learned that alternate interior angles are equal. By fourth theorem we have learned that co-interior angles is supplementary. What is meant by supplementary? If you sum up these
180
two angles,
degrees.
it equals to 180. If you add up these two angles, it is equals to 180.
180 degrees.
Yes. Let us go to the next theorem. Okay. If a transversal intersects two lines such that the pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the lines are said to be parallel. So what is the relation between theorem 4 and 5, children? Anyone? So I'll tell you, children, it's nothing but theorem 5 is converse of theorem 4. In that the lines are parallel so that the supplementary. Sum of co-angles is supplementary. Here it is said that if a transversal intersects any two lines and two co-interior angles are formed, I think. Yes. If the sum of these two co-interior angles is 180, then it is said that the given lines AB is parallel to CD. This theorem is helpful to check whether the given lines are parallel or not. Theorem number 6. Lines which are parallel to the same lines are parallel to each other. Here, if you consider, children, a transversal named by T and three lines which are parallel. So this theorem says that line L is parallel to M and even line M is parallel to N. So we can, from these two statements, we can say that line L is parallel to N. That is, first line is parallel to second line is parallel to third line. Therefore, the first line is said to be parallel to the third line. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the next one, theorem 7, which we started learning from grade 5. If you remember, the sum of interior angles in a triangle is always 180 degrees. Yes, we know that 3 interior angles are formed in a triangle. So in the given example, angle A plus angle B plus angle C gives 180 degrees. So what is one more name given for this? Angle sum property. In short form, we write it as ASP. Do you remember, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next, theorem 8. So this also we have learned in the previous classes. Yes, if the side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of the opposite interior angles. Okay. So in this example, what is the triangle, children? PQR is a triangle. And QR, the side QR is extended. So when you observe, children, angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3 are 3 interior angles, whereas angle 4 is an exterior angle. So according to the theorem, this exterior angle, that is angle 4, is equal to sum of opposite interior angles. So when you observe, children, angle 3 and angle 4 are adjacent angles. So this is not considered as opposite interior angle. So the angles which are not connected with angle 4, that is angle 1 and angle 2 are opposite interior angles. Therefore, angle 4, that is exterior angle, this angle 4 is nothing but sum of these two. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, other than this, you have learnt one axiom also. So, anyone please? Children, I am waiting for your answer.
Can I tell?
Can you repeat it, dear?
Ma'am, should I solve it or should I explain?
I'm not getting it, dear. Your voice is not clear.
Should I solve it or should I explain
No,
it?
no, no. Just give me the statement. The
Okay,
axiom
so
you have learnt.
so it's like you can write it as a is to b is equals to 2x is to 3x. So then you can do a plus b is equals to 90 degrees, which will give 2x plus 3x, which is 5x equals to 90. X equals to 18.
Okay. 1 second, dear. 1 second.
Okay.
I am asking you to give me the axiom, not to explain this.
Oh,
The explanation is correct. So the axiom is nothing but, thank you, Abhay. The axiom is nothing but,
ma'am, it's Ria.
yes. Who?
Ria.
Okay, Ria, thank you. Okay, yes. No, the axiom is nothing but, what is the axiom means? If the adjacent angles sum up to 180 degrees, yes, it is called as linear pair, yes. So that axiom is called as linear pair axiom. Now, let us solve this problem, children. Can you see the question on the device, children? On the book? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, in this figure, lines XY and MN intersect at O. So here 2 lines XY and MN intersect at O. If angle POY is 90 degrees, so this is given as 90 degrees. And A is to B. What are these A is to B? These two are angles formed between POX. If A is to B is 2 is to 3, then find C. They're asking us to find the value of C, angle C. So how to find this? Ria, now can you explain it once again?
Yes, ma'am. Angle POY
Okay,
equals to 90 degrees. So A is to B, which is equals
Very
to 2 is to 3. So find C. So let A be 2x, let B be 3x. 2x plus 3x is equals to 5x.
Yes.
5x is x. 5x is equals to 90, so x equals to 18. So then you can do it as
Yes.
P plus C is equals to 180 degrees. So 54 plus, like, you'll multiply 18.
Yeah,
So then
54 plus.
54 plus C is equals to 180. C is
Yes.
equals to 180 minus 54. C equals to 126 degrees.
Very good, dear. Very good. Now let me explain. Repeat it. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
From this figure, yes, angle POY is 90 degrees. Yes. So what is this? What will be the value of this when you observe this, children? 90 degrees plus angle A plus angle B is nothing but it is 180. It is angle on a straight line. Yes or no? Straight angle. What is the value of straight angle? 180.
180.
Degrees.
Therefore, angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degrees. So once again, we'll go back to the question, children. It's nothing but A is to B is given in terms of ratio. So this we have learnt in 6th standard, children. Whenever it is given in terms of ratio, we can consider in terms of x, yes or no. So let A equals to 2x and B equals to 3x. You are getting it, children? Yes. So 2x plus 3x equals to 180. 2x plus 3x equals to 180 degrees minus 90. So 5x equals to 90. So what will be the value of x? 90 divided by 5, which gives 18 degrees. So what is the value of x here? 18 degrees. Wait for a
Ma'am,
second.
can you?
1 second. Yes. Here, angle POY is 90 degrees. And according to the previous step, A equals to 2x. And we got the answer x as 18 degrees. Now, 2x is nothing but 36 degrees. 2 into 18, which is 36 degrees. Similarly, B is 3x, which is equals to 3 into 18. How much it is? 54 degrees. Now, but they're asking us to find the value of C, not A and P. So how to find the value of C? If you observe, children, angle B and angle C together forms a straight angle. Or you can say that linear pair axiom. By linear pair axiom, we can say that angle B plus angle C equals to 180. What is the value? Angle B plus angle C is 180 degrees. That is, angle C we don't have, but angle B is 54 degrees. Therefore, angle C equals to 180 minus 54, which gives 126 degrees. So what is the final answer here? C equals to 126 degrees. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am, I
have
didn't
solutions for
understand.
this. Can I know who is this?
Ma'am, Anushka.
Can you repeat your name, dear?
Anushka.
Anushka.
Ma'am, from the 2x, 3x part, I didn't understand.
Dear, 2x. So you know how to consider A as 2x?
Yes, ma'am. After that part.
A equals to 2x. Children, please stop chatting, children. A equals to 2x and B equals to 3x. Okay. So what is the meaning of this, children? It's nothing but it is a straight angle. If you sum up these three angles, the sum is nothing but 180 degrees. But according to us, A is 2x and B is 3x. So the sum of these two is 2x plus 3x, 5x, and this is 90. 5x plus 90 equals to 180. So 5x equals to 180 minus 90, which gives 90. X equals to 90 by 5, which gives 18 degrees. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
X as 18, the value of A will be 36 degrees, 2 into 18. Similarly, 3 into 18 is 54 degrees. Now, in order to find the value of C, observe this. Angle B plus angle C forms 180 degrees. So already
Kalpana,
both
sorry to
next. Yes. Children, I'll send these solutions to you through WebGD. Now, the second problem. Can you see this problem, children, on your desktop?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
In this figure, find the values of x and y. Then show that AB is parallel to CD. So, here the first step is we need to find the values of x and y. Okay, children? So, how to find the value of x? If you observe this,
Ma'am,
what
50
is
plus
formed here?
x.
Which letter is formed?
Ma'am,
X is
50
formed.
plus x is equal to the 180, ma'am. So we need to
Yes,
subtract
but what is the reason, dear?
Ma'am?
Linear pair.
Yes, it is a linear pair. Okay. Therefore, x equals to 180 minus 50, which gives 130.
30.
So the value of x is 130. Similarly, how to find the value of y?
Why is 150, ma'am?
Ma'am, vertically opposite angles.
Vertically opposite angles. Y is also
Y is also 130 degrees.
Can you tell me the reason, dear?
vertically opposite.
Vertically opposite
Vertically
angles.
opposite angles.
These two are vertically opposite angles, which is 130 degrees. Got it? Okay. But the first step is they are asking us to find the values of x and y. Yes, we have done it. Now, what about the second one? Then show that AB is parallel to CD. So, what are the properties we can use here to show that lines are parallel?
Vertically
Yeah.
opposite angle.
Pardon once again. These two are called as x and y are called as. Tell me, children, when we can say that lines are parallel? We can say lines are parallel when no. We can say lines are parallel when alternate interior angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, or co-interior angles are supplementary. Got it? These are the theorems which we have learned on converse of the theorems. Yes? So here, when you observe these two children, x and y are alternate interior angles and the value of these two angles is equal. Therefore, since the alternate interior angles are equal, yes children, we can say that line AB is parallel to CD. Got it? It is proved or not, children? Please give me the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Yes, you can see the solution. 50 plus x equals to 180 degrees, which is linear pair. X is 180 minus 50, which is 130. Similarly, y equals to 130 degrees, vertically opposite angles. Therefore, since x and y are equal to each other, that is alternate interior angles are equal to each other, yes, the lines are said to be parallel. Let us go with the next problem, children.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am,
In Hama.
you will be sending these?
Yeah, I'll try to send these solutions, dear. Okay. I'll send the question as well as solutions. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Next. Third one. In this figure, if AB is parallel to CD, so already it is mentioned that lines are parallel. So what are the lines? AB is parallel to CD and EF is perpendicular to CD. So what is the angle made here? 90 degrees. They're asking us, and what else is given? Angle GED. Angle GED is 126 degrees. Then find angle AGE. Where is angle AGE? Angle AGE. Let me consider it as 1. Then angle GEF. GEF. Let me consider it as 2. Then angle FGE. Let me consider. Which is angle FGE? FGE. Consider it as 3. Got it, children? Now, we need to find value of angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. So, anyone please tell me how to find angle 2. I think first to find angle 2, it is very easy, I think, or angle 1. Anyone?
Angle 2, 126 minus 90.
Very good. Angle 2 is 126 minus 90, which gives 36 degrees. Very good. Why? Because the sum of these two angles is 120. In that, a part of angle is 90. The other part will be 126 minus 90. Then the next one. Anyone else?
Angle 1 is the sum of angle GFE and angle CEF.
CEF.
No, not CF, sorry. GEF.
GEF. Okay. What will be the sum, dear? But what angle this? What is the measure of this angle?
90 degrees.
This is also 90 degrees. Why? Because these two lines are parallel, means these two acts as alternate interior angles. These two acts as alternate interior angles. 1 second, wait here. Okay. Here, this total angle is here 126 degrees. So this is nothing but 126 minus 90, which gives 36 degrees. Now, how to find this angle 1? So according to Abhay, I think it was Abhay. Okay. Here, he said that these two lines are parallel, therefore this is 90 degrees. Yes. This acts as exterior angle, and exterior angle 1 is equals to sum of opposite interior angles, that is 90 plus 36, which is 126. Other than this, we can use one more property. When you observe this, children, AB and CD and a transversal. Okay. These two are which type of angles, children? Anyone?
Opposite interior.
Alternate interior angle.
Alternate
Yes,
interior
very
Alternate
good.
interior
It is
angles,
alternate
sorry.
interior angles, and we know that alternate interior angles are also
Equal.
equal. Yes, therefore, according to the calculations, angle 2 is 36 degrees, angle 1 is 126 degrees.
120.
Now, how to find this angle?
Which one?
Anyone, children? This red colored angle. So if you observe this, what is this called as? Linear
Linear pair.
pair. Yes. So,
Linear pair.
yeah, if I consider angle 3, that is FGE, angle 3, which is angle FGE, which is equals to 180 minus 126, which gives how much? 54 degrees. Therefore, we got the required angles. The first angle, angle AGE is how much? 126 degrees, and angle GEF is 36 degrees. Angle FGE is 54 degrees. Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Let us go with the last solution.
Kalpana ma'am.
Yeah. Now.
I have a Kalpana ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
I have a doubt in the previous question.
Okay, tell me.
Like, how do you find the angle FGE? I didn't understand that.
FGE, dear. Okay. Just observe this. I'll go back. Okay. So, what was the angle here? This is given as 126 degrees. Yes? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, what Abhay said is, I'm going with the Abhay. Okay, whatever he said, I'm going to explain. Else, I'll go with Abhay only. AB is parallel to CD. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So, if this is 90 degrees, what will be this? This is also 90 degrees. Alternate interior angles. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
So, this is 90 degrees and this is 36 degrees. Why? Because the sum of these two angles is 126. So 126 minus 90 gives 36 degrees. Got it? Now,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
about this? How to find this? If you consider this as a triangle, two angles are known. One is 90 and one is 36. So how to find the third angle?
So,
Sum it up and subtract
yeah.
from 180. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Or one more property. We can use one property here. What is that property means? This is 126 degrees. Yes, children? Yes. And these two lines are parallel. This acts as transverse. So what is this angle? What is the name given for these two angles? These two are angles on the same side. That is co-interior angles. So when the lines are parallel, co-interior angles are supplementary. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. That is the sum of these two angles is 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus 126 gives how much? 54 degrees. So the value of this is 54 degrees. Got it, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I continue with the next problem?
Yes.
Okay. Any more doubts?
Ma'am,
Mama.
ma'am, I didn't understand what you said, ma'am. I said that the sum of two opposite interior angles of
Okay.
a
Sorry.
triangle.
Yeah. You told me the value of AGE. Yes? Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Let us start with the last solution, dear. Okay. In this figure, if PQ is parallel to ST, so what is given? PQ is parallel to ST. Yes. And angle PQR is 110 degrees. Angle RST means this is 130 degrees. Find angle QRS. Children, please stop chatting and please concentrate. Yeah. Can anyone help me in solving this problem, children? How to solve this? Any hint? A hint is given. Yeah. Very good. But first we need to draw a line. Okay, let us extend this. Already it is said that these two lines are parallel to each other. Very good. Okay. Shall I start, children? Okay. Yes. But they're asking us to find the value of R.
Ma'am,
No, dear, it is not
can
70,
we do
it is
angle
50.
sum
Okay.
property?
Okay, stop using screen, children. Let me solve this. Yeah, Ria?
Can we do angle sum property?
Yeah, you can use. Children, stop using screen. Let me continue. We can mark. First, let us extend this line. Okay. I'll number these angles as this as 1, this as 2, this as 3, 4, and 5. So, can you see 5 angles here? Yes. So, what are these two angles called as? A letter F is formed. What are these two angles called as? This is F, I think. These two are corresponding angles. When the lines are parallel, corresponding angles are equal. So if this is 180 degrees, the other angle also will be equal to 180 degrees. So therefore angle 2 is equals to, sorry, angle 1 is 130 degrees. Therefore the other angle 2 is also equals to 130 degrees. Now, how to find angle 3? Anyone?
180 minus
180
130.
minus 1.
Why? Because it is a linear pair. Yes, the sum of angle 2 and angle 3 gives 180 degrees. Yes, but we know what is angle 2, 130 degrees. Therefore, angle 3 equals to 180 minus 130, which gives 50 degrees. Let me clear this. Once again, I'll write it. This is 130 according to us, and this is 50 degrees. Now, how to find this angle?
Ma'am, I did not get how you got 50 degrees.
Dear, what are the, when you observe these two angles? Yes? What are those two angles? They are adjacent angles, I think. And it will sum up to 180 degrees by linear pair axiom. Yes? the sum of two adjacent angles here is 180. So one is 130 degrees, means the other one will be how much? 180 minus 130, which gives 50 degrees. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am, I got it.
Now you answer for this. At point Q, what is this angle? It is once again a straight angle, 180 degrees.
Yes,
Out of that 180 degrees, one part is 110. So what will be this angle?
180 minus 110.
Yes, it is 180 minus 110 is equals to
70 degrees.
degrees. Okay. Now, just observe this triangle. So one angle is at Q, it is 70 degrees. And this angle, let me name it as M, which is 50 degrees. So how to find this angle, unknown angle?
ASM, ma'am.
Angle sum property.
Angle sum property, ma'am.
Yeah, angle sum property. That is, sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees.
180.
Ma'am,
70
it is
plus 50 plus
120.
x is equals to 180.
120.
Let me, children, QRS equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, 120 plus QRS is how much? 180 degrees. Let me continue. 120 plus angle QRS equals to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle QRS is how much? 180
degrees.
minus 120, which is 60 degrees. Let us verify. According to us, this angle was 70 and this was 50. And we got this as 60. Find whether the sum is 180 or not.
Yes, ma'am, it is 180.
Yes, sir, our
Ma'am,
answer
it is.
is
It is 180.
It is 180.
yes. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No,
Any
ma'am.
doubts, children?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Session was clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Any doubts? You can raise a question, dear. I think you are noting down all the points which we discussed today.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Based on this here, I don't know. Yes.
Ma'am, should we?
Let me clear the doubts. Samiksha, what is your doubt, dear?
I didn't understand how you got 130 degrees at the start.
Here, dear, 130 degrees. 1 second, dear. Okay. This is a line extended. Got it? Yes. E to ST. So when you extend a line, even the lines are parallel or not? Yes. So when you observe these angles, these two are parallel lines and this acts as transversal. So these two angles are called as corresponding angles. When the lines are parallel, yes, the corresponding angles are equal. Since the value of this angle is 130 degrees, the angle formed here is also 130 degrees. Is it clear, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any more doubts?
Ma'am, for 70 degree, once again, can you tell?
Yeah. Okay. Just observe this, children. Okay. I have extended this line. So what is this angle? What is the value of this angle? It is 180 degrees. Why? Because it is an angle on a straight line. Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the sum of these two angles is 180. If I consider this as x, 110 plus x gives 180. So what is the value of x?
180
180
degree.
minus 110, which gives how much? 70 degrees.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any more doubts, dear?
Ma'am?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can you just show the solution once?
Solution? Yeah. I'll send these solutions through WebGenie. I think we need to.
Ma'am, which exercise is this?
Dear, it is from NCERT. I have solved few problems from exercise 1 and 2.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.